You met me deep in my despair to show me you would never leave me there. You claimed me 'cause I was made for so much more. I am your child.
All right, everybody, we're back. Now I'm excited this week. Like I said, we have a special guest. And we're starting a segment what I like to call Father of the Month. Now the gentleman we have coming today, man, he's been successful on all different markets. But one of his biggest successes is his two beautiful daughters and his beautiful wife. The gentleman we have today is Mr. Sedric Griffin.
Thanks for having me, Quincy.
Ced.
What's going on?
Good to see you, brother.
Hey, good to see you too.
Yeah, man. So we're going to dive right into it, man. We're not going to hold any time up. So tell me one thing, man. Tell me about your environment growing up. What was that like?
Well, I was fortunate to have a great support system, great foundation. You know, my early years, I was raised by my grandmother. My grandfather was there till he passed. You know, while my mother was in college. You know, once she graduated, you know, she took the ropes. But you know, I always had, you know, like saying during that time, we always a village raised a family, raised a child. So I had my aunts and uncles there, you know, to instill values in me. You know, my mother and you know, just everyone around me. I had a great family to, you know, bring me up.
That's great, man. So was your father around at all?
Not at all. You know, very few. Probably a handful of occasions that we spoke or talked. You know, but throughout my 18 years, very little talk.
So tell me, how did that affect you as a man?
As a man, not much, you know, because in my eyes, you know, and from what our values instilled in me, I knew what a family, I knew what a man it took to be a man, from the aspects of respect, loyalty, doing what you're supposed to do instead of what you wanted to provide for your family. So, unlike others, I didn't really bother me or affect me much at all.
Okay. So fast forward to you're 20 years old, young man in college, doing great things. You're having your first child. Tell me what your thought process is.
Man, I was first, wow, like, wow, this really happened to me. Like, it's, I mean, wow, I'm about to be a father. So it just made me grow up really, really fast. You know, 20 years old, you know, having the best time of your life, you know, you're about to be a father. So it really made me buckle down and really focus, you know, tunnel vision. So I had to be that, you know, number one guy. I had to be the go-to guy for my daughter and my wife.
That's a great mindset to have. So how did your environment, like I know you said your grandfather, your grandmother, and your mom were there. You know, tell me some things they instilled in you to make you have that mindset of I need to buckle down and focus.
You know, just take care of your responsibility. You know, they always, you know, let me know that being a father is not a choice, but an obligation. You're supposed to be there for your child. You know, and that's key in my life. You know, you're supposed to be that, you know, that head of household. Mm-hmm. So that's just some of the belief and, you know, faith that we grew up on.
That's good, man. So now that you're 8 years in, your beautiful daughter, she's 7 now. Yes. You have another little girl's 2. Has your thought process changed in any way?
Not at all. Just taking wisdom as I go. You know, just want to be that father figure, that male role model to my daughters. You know, show them how a man's supposed to talk to them and how they're supposed to treat them. Being that example, because if I don't show them, they might not know what to look for when they're older. So
that's good, man. Okay. Now, as adults, we all go through difficult times in life at some point. Now, in your adult life, being a father, can you describe one of those difficult times and how it affected you being a father as opposed to if you weren't a father?
Immediately, you know, as being still in college, a student athlete at that, you know, having limited time and limited resources, trying to be a father and a husband. I mean, it was very overwhelming. But like I said, it had a tunnel vision, you know, and I know if I got this degree and got this education, that, you know, I could provide a life, you know, that I didn't have, you know, to my daughters. You know, so I made sure I graduated, you know, from one of the premier institutes, you know, Go Jackets.
Georgia Tech.
Yes.
Yellow Jackets.
So, you know, that was just the key right there. You know, just balancing life. You know, everything that came to me from, you know, early on being a student athlete and trying to be a father at the same time. So
that's good. So we have a lot of people who make an excuse that, you know, difficult times and, you know, the things of the world keep you from being a father. So what would you say to some of those individuals, or maybe a young man out there right now who's about to become a father, What was some advice that you have being 8 years in?
Right. The only thing can keep you from being a father is yourself, honestly. I mean, the pressures of society or pressures of everyday life. I mean, you have to be strong. I mean, we're brought on this earth to be strong, you know. So you have to, you know, take the responsibilities upon yourself to be that, you know, guiding force and that strong head force in your family life and your child's life to, you know, steer clear of everything, make sure they're going to be okay. So, you know, world might get tough sometimes, but just, you know, man up. They say, put your big boy pants on.
Yeah. All right, guys. You heard it right here, Mr. Sedric Griffin, man. I salute this brother for the great things he's doing. Now, man, we need to hear more stories like this. Send them in. We need your stories. Also, make sure you subscribe to the page. And if you want to hear more of this, if you have a project or something going on, let us know how we can help you. Send your information in to info@fatherlessfathers.org, and let's work together. We'll see you next week.